everyone. As you might know, I'm going to Disney World tomorrow, and I'm not going to show you everything that I packed, but I just wanted to show you a few things that you might not think of, and also just give you maybe a couple packing tips that you didn't think of. Just things that I've learned along the way. I am by no means the most comprehensive Disney packer. I don't take as much stuff as some people do. I'm not like super crazy with checklists, but I do try to keep track of things, and I kind of do some things that work. So I'm going to show you some things for my trip. So first of all, I'm flying on Frontier, and Frontier does not let you take a carry-on like a roller bag. You can only take what fits under your seat. So I'm going to take my old Winnie the Pooh bag because it holds a lot of stuff and will fit under the seat. There are some things that are already in there, like my iPad and the book that I'm reading, but you take that if you want to. You don't need to know about that. The first thing, I'm going to spring training. The Braves are playing the Tigers, and I'm taking this bag with me because it is, I know it's approved for major and minor league baseball stadiums. It's the right size. And I don't know, all the minor league stadiums don't have restrictions, but I just take it. It's my baseball purse. But it's just not enough for the parks. Like, I can't get all my stuff in here. So that's my baseball purse. I'm going to take that to the game Thursday. Then next is my park bag, and it is just a crossbody bag. I actually got it at Disney World. I have ears that match it. It doesn't look like a huge bag. However, it holds a lot of stuff. It's got a lot of pockets. So I can get, I can get a thing of sunscreen in here, poncho, just the things that I take with me to the park. So this is my park bag, and I will use that when I am not at the ball game. Next, I call this my Disney wallet. This is it's a Snow White change purse. I can't remember. I think I got it from Disney Movie Club. I can't remember. But it's got different stuff in it that I know that I need, that I always have to make sure is with me. And that's my annual pass, my DVC card, and my Disney rewards card, because I have the rewards credit card. I also will put my actual card in here because sometimes you'll go places and your Magic Band won't work, and you want to make sure you have a backup method of payment. You can also probably hear the change. So I have several quarters and pennies in here because I like to do the press penny machines. So I have change, like enough to do probably about a dozen press pennies or so. Just that I kind of like them as souvenirs. Now I will tell you, you will get stopped by TSA because they will want to know what is in here, because the machine sets the machine off. Whether it's rolled, whether it's separate, they're going to want to look. So something to keep in mind when you go through security at the airport if you're flying. So then I have Magic Bands, and you're probably like, why, if you only have 2 park days, do you have 3 Magic Bands? I'm going to explain that too. This is my DVC Magic Band. It's Dooney & Bourke. I've had it for a while, and it is like my go-to. It's my favorite Magic Band. I wear it all the time. So I have it because if I can, that's what I'm going to wear. This is my orange Magic Band. I've not had it as long, but I'm going to the Tigers game, so my Magic Band has to be orange. I have some rules. And then this is the Magic Band that I got with my resort stay this time, that was just sent to me by Disney. The reason that I have this one is not because I have an overwhelming urge to wear a green Magic Band. They don't always get linked, and the more Magic Bands you have, the greater there is a chance that all your Magic Bands will not be linked. So this one has the greatest chance of getting me into my hotel room tomorrow night. So I brought it just because of that. Now, all that being said, when we went to Pop Century in September, the only one that didn't work was the one that Disney actually mailed me. And that was a nightmare. I'm still trying to get pictures that are missing because of that. So, it's technology, and they had a system-wide outage that day. So something to keep in mind, I always bring whatever the current Magic Band is that they just sent me, just as my backup in case my normal go-to Magic Bands don't work. Something to think about. Next, I have some antibacterial wipes that I just keep because there are a lot of people and it's gross and germs. It's Florida. Always carry a poncho. You get I think I got these for 6 for $8.97. one size fits all. They are pretty thin. They will keep you from getting rained on, but once you take it off, it's pretty much done. So I actually have 2 of them because we're going to the park 2 different days, and it's Florida, so it'll probably rain both days. Next is just sunglasses. You would not believe how many people forget to bring sunglasses. You want to bring a lip balm with SPF. I'm loving this Jack Black lip balm right now. I think, speaking of Jack, I think my associate, Captain Jack Skellington, might be in the video today. I've been waiting for him to make an appearance in my vlogs, so that's exciting. So anyhow, make sure you have lip balm with SPF. It's Florida, it's hot, you're gonna get sunburned. And I hate sunburned lips. Like, I can be covered completely in blisters from the sun, and if my lips aren't sunburned, I'll be okay. Dramamine, and a lot of people talk about the non-drowsy Dramamine. I actually have a very bad reaction to that, and it is not non-drowsy for me, so I have plain old regular Dramamine, which is getting harder and harder to find, which is why I have some. And then I take all my medicines, and I know which ones are which, as far because I've been taking the same medicine forever. So I put one for each day of each pill in one container, just so I don't have to take it. The older you get, the more pill containers you have. And this is easy. I tried to use like the pill containers with the days on them. The lids come off and I lose pills, and then I have days that I don't have them. The reason that I'm showing you this is 2 reasons. One, people ask, like, do all my pills have to be in the original container? Not an issue. Secondly, make sure always to have your pills, if you have pills or any other medical devices, in your bag that you take with you on the plane, especially if you're doing Magical Express and they're going to be bringing your luggage later. Or you don't ever check your pills because you don't want them to get lost and then you don't have them, and they're life-saving medications. So always keep those on your person, either in your purse or in your bag on the flight. Next is like my tech stuff, and I'm going to show you some cool stuff here. So first of all, I have this. It holds 2 USB cords, and I'm staying at Coronado Springs, and they have the USB ports all over the room, but those don't always work, so you always want to have a backup. This is a lesson that I learned in not a great way once, so I always carry a backup just in case. And I have a brand new cord for my iPhone because I ruin them very quickly. And then I have 3 power banks. One is a fuel rod, and the reason I take my fuel rod is because you can switch that in the parks. If it runs out, you just get a new one, and you can do that just forever. So it costs, I think it was $30. I think it's cheaper on the fuel rod website, but if you have to buy it in Animal Kingdom because you're about to lose all your technology, it's $30 there. And then the refills are just free. So, and I think they even have it at Orlando Airport and other airports around the country. I've seen them at other amusement parks too. So I always take my fuel rod. And then, and then I have a lot of chargers. I dropped one on the floor. It was my Stitch one. But I have a lot of these because my battery for my cameras, I can charge, my battery charger runs, I can run it on this if I'm away from the room and I need camera juice. And then I have a charger for my phone. It's actually a case, and it charges my phone. It's kind of bulky because it's got a battery in it, and it's not like, I wouldn't like drop my phone and see what happens. Like, it's not nearly as protective as a regular case. So that's just if my phone's dying and I need it. I've got that. And I always keep that in my park bag. And then I have some cords for all those fun charging devices. And then last but not least, this is just my phone. I always take that with me, obviously. But last but not least, this is the coolest thing that I have. And I got it for free at a conference a few years ago. But I want to show you this. Hopefully the camera speed will pick it up. But it is a fan. Is it going to do it? Maybe not. It's not doing it. I'm going to see if I can show you on a different device. Basically, this is a fan. Oops. That might have been a problem. A fan that runs on your port for your phone. And it does it whether you have an iPhone or a USB. I'm going to see if I can show you on here. And it's a fan. And it is great, especially in Toy Story Land, where there's no shade. It really got me through last summer. And everybody asked me about it, so I wanted to show you guys. If I can. Okay, well anyhow, so it's not working right now. I can't show you, but I have a backup apparently. But it's just a fan that you plug into your phone, and it keeps you cool in the hot Florida sun. So those are kind of the things that go in my bag. And I'm also going to show you kind of some of the things that are in my camera bag. I mentioned that battery charger that will run on a fuel rod. Just kind of show you some of that stuff. Obviously, you can't see my camera because I'm using it right now. But I'm going to show you those things, and then I'm also going to show you a few things in my suitcase. So the next thing I want to show you a little bit of what's in my camera bag. And this is not a crazy camera bag. I use a Canon M100. And it has, I only had until this week 2 lenses for it, so I didn't really need a lot of space. At some point I'll probably get a sling bag, but not yet. But it's kind of vintage, and it's actually, it looks like it's leather, but it's actually waterproof, so that's cool. And I'm going to show you a few of the things. So this is my brand new lens. I'm not taking it because it's super heavy, but it's a very nice lens. But I am taking my telephoto lens, and I've got that. And this is my memory cards, and I'm taking those, and they're in a protective case. And then this is what I was mentioning earlier. This is actually my battery charger. And you put them in like this. And it's got a cord that does micro USB. So plug it in. Oh, there it goes. Couldn't remember which end goes in here. And then I can just plug it in my fuel rod. So if I get out and I don't have any battery, I have 3 batteries, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. But I also do some pretty crazy park days sometimes. So just to be on the safe side, I got this charger, and I'm pretty excited about it. So I'm going to take that with me. And then I have my regular charger that came with my camera, and it just plugs into an outlet. And I am going to take it with me so I can charge my battery at night in the room. But I'm not taking it in the parks with me because I can't charge my camera, and it's just, my bag was really heavy, so I really had to think about like what's going and what's staying, which is why the extra lens is not going. Then this is just a lens case for the lens that I'm filming with right now. And this is like a cloth and a air thing to clean my lenses. And I haven't gotten dust on my lenses lately, so I'm going to take this with me. But I'm not going to, I'll probably just leave it in the room, but I'm going to put it in my case for now. And then 2 more super cool things. These are my UV filter, it's a case for my UV filter filters. And the hot Florida sun, I just wanted to have those just in case I need them. And last but not least is my little tabletop tripod. So I can use this for like dining reviews and things like that. And then it also like wraps around, so if I were by myself and I needed to shoot something, like I could wrap it around a railing or something so that I can still shoot by myself. And you can also like use it to stabilize if you want. So that's everything that goes in the camera bag, and obviously the body of the camera and the lens, but I can't show those to you because it would get super weird. So that's my camera bag, and that's everything I'm taking there. And then I guess it's time to show you my suitcase and the wonders of the packing cubes. So as I mentioned, we're flying on Frontier, and I'm cheap. So I wanted to see, even though there are 2 of us, if we could keep everything down to 1 checked bag. And I thought, well, I kept hearing everyone talking about packing cubes, and I'm not super organized. It's just not, I travel all the time. And I'm not, I just throw stuff in a case, usually 20 minutes before I leave for the airport, and hope I have the right stuff. And I don't really put a lot of thought into it. Honestly, this is like the first time I've ever, in a long time, been packed in advance enough to make a movie about it. So I've been hearing a lot about packing cubes, and I thought, you know what, and people will say, oh, you can stuff so much stuff into them, and I'm like, I was skeptical, and I was especially skeptical because I'm not an uber organized person, but I thought 2 people sharing a suitcase, it'd be easy just to grab your packing cubes for that person. So I bought a set of packing cubes. I actually had, so a few years ago, for my alumni weekend that we have. It's kind of, they call it spring homecoming. They gave out, like, it was like an up and away theme or something. So they gave out like a little set of like bags for your luggage. So that's, my shoes are in here. It's my tennis shoes and just some flip-flops in case I go to the pool. And then this one's got all kinds of fun stuff. I'll show you some of the stuff in a minute. As you can see, I did get it at my alumni weekend. But then these are the packing cubes, and this brand is just Bag All. I just got it on Amazon, my favorite store, because I don't have to leave my house and I can shop. But I just looked, and so this Bag All, these things, like, I was so skeptical. Packing cubes are Hermione's purse, everybody. Like, you just keep putting stuff in them and keep putting stuff in them, and there's room. There's just room. Like, I think about, like, my old, like, packing life and how much space a swimsuit and 4 pairs of socks and, like, all my undergarments would have taken. And they're in here, and I could probably stuff, I could probably stuff more stuff in here. There's still room in there. Look at that. So, packing cubes, I'm becoming a disciple. And as much as I travel, like, this is a game changer. And then, like, all our clothes, like shorts, shirts, sweatshirts, because it's technically wintertime in Florida, so it might be cold-ish, I mean, like in the 60s. Or it might be warm, probably a combination of both. So we got a lot of stuff in here, and it all fit in this little, like, this is my medium-sized suitcase. So if you don't have packing cubes, like I said, the brand for these ones are Bag All. It's legit. Like, you really can't bag it all. Now, we got it all. We got a Jenga situation, but it all fits. Like, I was, like, highly skeptical, but you should get packing cubes if you don't have them. And I want to show you a few more things. I'm going to move my... we just put, like, our ears and stuff in there. So, hats, ears, that kind of thing. But I want to show you a couple other little things that you might want to have when you pack. Obviously, sunscreen. I'm going to teach you my secret, because I used to get, like, cooked like a lobster in Disney World, and then I learned the secret. First of all, Ocean Potion sunscreen, like, great stuff. But what I do before I leave the room, before I put any of my clothes on, because your clothes move and then you get sunburnt in weird places, before I put any of my clothes on, I put on sunscreen, like this kind, like the lotion kind. And then I take this spray in my park bag, and as I need sunscreen during the day, I just spray myself. And it's kind of like a double layer. And ever since I started doing this, I've not gotten, like, horrible sunburns. Like, I literally, before I started doing this, when I would go to Disney, I would take a thing of spray aloe with lidocaine and keep it in the fridge of my hotel room, because when I got sunburned, that was the only thing that, like, made my life worth living. So I don't have to do that anymore now that I have kind of my 2 sunscreen method, and I do recommend it. So, and you'll notice it's like 10 million SPF, because my people are from Ireland. Then the next thing is my Gold Bond. I've been using Gold Bond powder for years. Actually, this one I bought in the Caribbean, so that tells you how, and I got it for $5, so that tells you how long I've had it. But when you go to warm places, you're going to sweat in weird places. So you want to have your Gold Bond powder. And then the Gold Bond anti-friction stick, like, just anywhere, like, put it, like, behind, I get, like, where my skin rubs. So I get, like, behind my legs, or I even put it, you're not going to Disney World, Jack. Jack's not going to Disney World. Don't pack your pets. It's against, like, 17 laws. You might go to jail. There's another packing tip for you. But this stuff, and the other thing I do, like, I used to get horrible blisters on my feet. I actually put this on, before, like, I just cover my feet with it before I put my shoes on, or my socks. And I haven't gotten blisters since I started doing that. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. But if you do get blisters, I always carry Band-Aid blister block. They're amazing, super healing. And I think, I'm trying to see. The rest is just standard stuff like my glasses, a toothbrush, toothpaste. Band-Aids, make sure you pack Band-Aids. So that's just some tips for you. Hopefully you find that helpful. If you do, like it. If you have any questions, you can always leave a comment, or if you just want to leave a comment. So anyways, have a good day. I know I'm having a good day because I'm going to be at Disney World tomorrow. So, that's it. Thanks, everyone.